fans, and welcome to Primetime Wrestling as we begin the dawning of a new era. I'm Mark Mantell.
And I am Donnie Colfax. We're here at the Bloomington Knights, and here comes Ariya Daivari.
Yes, a former champion, Ariya Daivari, who I'm sure you would have been pleased as punch to see as champion, but no, you did not get your wish, as we have a new champion here at PTW. His name is Rennie D.
Wait a minute, wait. You're telling me that Ariya Daivari goes from former champion, never given the opportunity at a rematch for the championship, and now he's in the opening match of the show?
He certainly has not earned any type of rematch whatsoever.
He was the champion, Mark.
Was is the key word there. Although he is making his way to the ring here, he is set for competition. This crowd is jacked and ready to go. Following the last time we saw you, the electricity in this crowd is palpable.
Will you quit your blathering for a moment, and will you please do what you're supposed to do and take the astute observation at the bandaged hand of one Ariya Daivari? Are you too busy?
That is true. I was actually just going to make mention of that until I was interrupted.
Oh, okay. Here's an interrupt.
There is not an interruption of any sort. There is a man who this crowd is pleased to see in his own right, Darren Corbin. He is the master of the ginger snap, Donnie.
This is his second appearance here in Primetime Wrestling, and there have been rumblings from the troglodytes, frankly, in the crowd. They want this man just...
Oh, and there you see
another impressionable youth destroyed by the likes of someone like Darren Corbin.
Give me a break. They just want to show their appreciation for this young man, Darren Corbin, an incredible competitor. He is set to face the Persian Sheik, Ariya Daivari here. What about it? What about our new champion, Rennie D, Donnie?
I'd rather talk about the competitors and keep my eyes on the action. Respect the sport that both of us love.
Fair enough.
That I would like to say that both of these men, well, I'll let Laszlo do his job, and I'll do mine.
5 pounds from Tehran, Iran. He is Ariya Daivari.
Mixture of cheers and boos here for Daivari, it would seem. Bit of a surprising reaction.
Especially with his actions in the championship matchup last time.
Weighing at 200 even, from Detroit Lakes, Minnesota, USA. He is Darren Corbin.
It just struck me. The epiphany has hit me. You know, these people love an underdog, and that's why they're cheering a little bit for Ariya. Because Ariya allowed their underdog, Rennie D, to get the championship with that super kick that got him the 3 count. Look, there you saw the hand of Ariya.
There you do see it, and I will say this, Ariya Daivari has been with Primetime Wrestling since the very beginning, and you gotta say, sheer simple mathematics would dictate he's amassed his cult following of fans.
This bell means it's under...
Daivari now asking for the mic.
Respect.
Hold on. Now, Darren, I know you're not too familiar with Primetime Wrestling, but the thing is...
First rule of Fight Club, always be prepared for the fight.
Second rule, of course, is don't talk about Fight Club.
Ariya right on top of his man on the outside. I was going to say before Laszlo had to do his job, I'm going to do mine and state that... Oh, blocks it, though.
Corbin puts on the brakes there. And he slams him right down himself, a taste of his own medicine, as it were.
That's the kind of man that these people like. They cheer for him.
He's only returning in kind what was done to him there, Donnie.
It wasn't, though. He countered. And
again.
It was that dude.
There
Unnecessary.
you see Darren Corbin's building momentum early on here. Daivari looks like he's hightailing it out of here.
I have requested the replay, and I've been apparently denied. It's been optional if I want to bring it up for a second option in the committee, but I think it'll get shot down again.
These two battling it out near the concessions area. Perhaps Corbin wants to grab a slice of delicious Fat Lorenzo's pizza.
It is delicious, but I think we need to get... He is eating it.
There you see it. Maybe you heard me.
We need to get a penalty box here in PTW, and the first admittee will be the one and only master of the ginger snap, Darren Corbin, eating on the job.
Back to action in the ring now is Darren Corbin.
Doing a carb load right in the middle of a match. You're not hiking, Darren.
Darren Corbin seems to be having a bit of fun with his opponent at this point. And now a series of fists right to the top of the head. There you see a drive from Corbin that we haven't seen before, a look in his eye that...
I thought you were talking about the look in PJ's eye over there. He doesn't even look like he's part of the match right now. I mean, we saw what happened to him in the championship with his head clunking the table because of the actions of Rennie D.
Daivari now hung up in that tree of woe position as Corbin holds him right in place. And yes, PJ Thorne did take quite the knock to the head in that contest.
Oh, speaking of knocks, right to the heart, though.
Drop kick to the upside down Daivari. He goes for the cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2. A little too early in the matchup yet. Darren Corbin contemplating his next move.
He is very, very well versed in that tree of woe maneuver. He uses it in a very, very, very unique way, though, because he doesn't always use the drop kick. He uses it in many ways, so it's hard for you to...
Daivari with the presence of mind. Sorry for cutting you off, Donnie. He got into those ropes. I had to call that one.
You didn't call it. Did you see how I stopped, Mark? You know why I stopped? Because I saw the light go off on Daivari, and he went right for the ropes. Well played.
Daivari, indeed, the ring general. That is a cliched statement, but it is true in every sense of the word with the Persian Sheik here. And Corbin looks a bit the worse for wear at the moment as he is hanging against that bottom rope. And now the knee right to the throat.
Some men in this business have claimed to be cerebral assassins.
Ha.
But the only one I've seen in this business that truly is right there. The Persian aristocrat,
and he is
Ariya Daivari. Look at that maniacal smile.
That is maniacal as he applies that claw-like hand right to the face, the eyes, perhaps gouging the eyes. I'm not quite sure. Driving the shoulders now into the midsection of Corbin.
Those disgusting tights. I will say this. And
what in the world does that have to do with the action at hand?
At hand, both of these men are previously, and they're part of the PWI's Top 500 list. Both men now competing here in Primetime Wrestling. The best independent wrestling competition in the world.
Indeed.
Goes down here at the Bloomington Knights.
I'm glad you said that. I was just going to make mention that this is where the competitors want to be. This truly is the home for the pinnacle, the domain of pro wrestling in the Midwest.
It's the reason we are America's premier independent wrestling federation for the troglodytes, but you guys want me to say fans, right, Mark?
Indeed,
and I'll do it. They pay the bills.
And for all the fans who love PT Wrestling, please do not forget to get your tickets at ptwrestling.com.
Oh, and a knee to the belly right there.
Sends Corbin tumbling over. And
that'll give it an ache. He's going to be putting some warm water on that tonight, too.
Daivari goes for the cover. 2 count only. PJ Thorne right on top of this one. Daivari backing him off now a bit. Intimidation factor. What would you say about Ariya Daivari's intimidation factor, Donnie? How big of a role does that play in his arsenal?
It's hard for me to exactly say what that intimidation factor is for his opponents because I've never had to face someone the likes of Ariya Daivari. I've barely been in fights, Mark. I'll admit that since I was a schoolboy. I have not put up the dukes.
Well, do you see that unique maneuver there? That's one of the many reasons why Ariya Daivari is scouted from all the way from New York to Nashville by unique maneuvers and the mat sportsmanship and technicianship that Daivari displays.
He is a student of the game, and Ariya Daivari's confidence, some like you might call it arrogance, is what's that intimidation factor I see spill over on his foes and cause them to crumble like the walls of Jericho did. Right there.
Oh, shades of Dusty Rhodes there from Daivari. Corbin is prone on the mat. What in the world must Darren Corbin do to get back into this one?
That is a very,
arrogant pin attempt there.
Confident, Mark, confident.
Oh, but Corbin rolls through it. Single leg takedown. Series of fists to the head.
Come on, yeah, PJ, get some separation.
Daivari's very surprised here. He did not expect that to happen, but he counters quickly back.
Well played by Daivari. Well done by the cerebral assassin of assassins.
And Daivari, did you see how quickly he squashed the comeback attempt there by Darren Corbin?
A little history lesson for some of you watching this fight program. In feudalistic Japan, when one of the samurais would go rogue, the emperor always had his top assassin at hand to deal with such threats. And you know who that assassin is in PTW? That's Ariya Daivari.
Daivari tosses Corbin back to the ring, and he is stalking his opponent now. Hooks the leg, 1, 2. Not enough, a bit too much time elapsed there between the time that that last move occurred and Corbin got back into the ring.
You might be happy that Rennie D is our champion, but the only test I can think of to really put on someone who's trying to make it here in PTW is put him up against Arya Daivari and see who comes out, well, if they make it out at all from the matchup.
Well said. Arya Daivari is the cornerstone here in Primetime Wrestling as he displays the body scissors there. He is squeezing the life right out of Darren Corbin.
No,
and look at
it's
the
joyous. He's smiling.
I was just gonna say, would you look at the confidence in the eyes and the demeanor of Daivari?
How are you not smiling now, Mark? Enjoy yourself. This is a great night of wrestling. This is a great way to kick off.
Well, look at you. You're all of a sudden happy as a clam. Your best buddy here, Daivari, is applying a well-executed body scissors, but Corbin powers out. Puts all his weight on top.
No. See, Arya Daivari is vulnerable and injured like a baby bird.
He has just caught big boot right to the face.
He is an injured bird, but still he has a fight in him like that underdog Rudy.
Corbin ascends to the top, goes for the splash.
No, absolutely not, says Arya Daivari to Darren Corbin. Let's see that one more time.
My goodness, he got the knees up just in time. There you see the expression on the face of Corbin. He is in absolute pain.
1, 2, and 3.
Although that's not gonna do it. There's still fight left in the master of the ginger snap. Somehow, Daivari was able to get his knees up, and that drove every last hummingbird's beak worth of wind right out of Darren Corbin.
I don't know if he's gonna be able to take flight and get a 3 count in this matchup, but one of the great things that in his arsenal of Darren Corbin is that ginger snap. He can put it on from so many angles and so many variations.
Indeed,
you don't know where the hell it's gonna come from.
You don't from any angle, like you said. Daivari is counting on now.
2
maybe
counts, 3, here it comes.
Is his arm up or down? I can't see from this angle.
PJ Thorne is saying no. Darren.
He is still up. Corbin is still up. Can he power out once more?
Whoa.
How in the world? And he is now striking
Come on,
face.
PJ.
Oh, and he took him down.
Open those fists, Corbin.
Couple of hard shots.
It's like a street
and now
fight
the
now.
Inverted atomic drop sends shockwaves up the spine of Daivari. Takes him down yet again with a hard, it looked like a lariat to me, Donnie. He's going to cover him. 1, 2, 3. No.
2 count. What are you 3ing on that?
That was close indeed. That was 2 3/4 if I've ever seen it.
Which isn't 3, which isn't.
No, it's not. That is true.
Corbin now look at Corbin. He's got him against the ropes. I bet he's going to choke him out or something.
Corbin is in control. The crowd is behind him. He's against the ropes. Up over the top. And he just may have crushed the larynx.
Did he just use Arya Daivari as a slide?
That was absolutely devastating, Donnie.
This isn't Chutes and Ladders, Darren. And a senton bomb as Darren makes his way back in.
A very graceful senton bomb, I must say, and I think you got to agree with that one. And what is Corbin going to do now? Daivari is down. Corbin is up.
Smart.
He's sizing him up.
Capitalize is what he's going to do.
Daivari can't see. He goes for the ginger snap. He ducks underneath the clothesline. The high knee takes him down.
Right under the chin. One more time in that replay.
Watch this.
Right there, right under the
knee
chin.
Of Daivari right into the mush. Right into the jaw.
Baby Huey, Darren Corbin is seeing the baby birds and stars. Tweet, tweet.
Fireworks are going off in his head. That is for sure at this point. His bell may have been rung. Super kick. No. He stops him. He goes for the ginger snap again.
Stops before he runs into...
Oh, and a low blow from Arya Daivari. Rolls him up. 1, 2, 3.
The eternal opportunist, Arya Daivari, does what's necessary to make his point on this newcomer, trying to make his name for himself.
Well, at least you're acknowledging what occurred. I mean, you saw it clear as day right there as PJ Thorne's back was turned.
Yeah, Mark, I'll admit it. He hit him right in the pills, and the point is that right now he was going to have his arm in the air, but he doesn't need the likes of PJ Thorne to tell.
There you see the misfit, John Johnson.
What's going to happen with these two?
I'm not sure, but these men have a storied history.
I mean, Arya did cause no.
Johnson in the ring. Daivari slides out. And he wants no part of John Johnson.
He's injured, Mark. Look again.
He
is vulnerable.
The so-called injured Daivari just won this match against Darren Corbin. And John Johnson now inviting him into the ring. Johnson would like to have an impromptu matchup, it might seem. Maybe it'll settle this score once and for all. The fans here sure want it too. You can hear the electricity in the air.
Johnson is irate, calling for Arya, but again, Arya was just in a match.
Johnson not even in his full ring gear at this point.
Don't do it, Arya.
Daivari making his way back. Is he going to accept the challenge?
It looks like he is.
Ooh, and wow, that a bit of an insulting gestures and language. We would like to apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and Johnson showing what he thinks of Daivari.
Acting like a punk kid.
Laszlo, you're late. We're never gonna make it to the show on time.
Don't worry about it. We got plenty of time. Just gotta get a quick oil change at Freeway Ford, and we'll be on our way to the matches.
We don't have that kind of time.
They can do it quick and easy. Phil, good to see you, man. Hey, we need an oil change. We need it right now. Can you help us out?
Don't worry, I'll get you right in.
Fantastic. Told you so.
Bring your car to the Freeway Ford Quick Lube. For only $29.95, we will perform a checkup that includes oil and filter change, tire check, brake check, and topping off your fluids. Mention the Primetime Wrestling Arya Daivari special, and with your oil change, receive a free tire rotation.
See, I told you they were fast. 1, 2, 3.
You were right. Hey, now we got time for you to shave my back.
We sure do. We sure do.
Old Abbot Photography presents the Shot of the Night.
It looks like it's gonna be shots, Mark.
Shot after shot after shot.
Highlights from that championship matchup we saw last time between John Johnson, Celtic Cutter right there, and Rennie D.
There you see a shot to the head of PJ Thorne, who...
This action, victims everywhere, bodies lying everywhere.
One of the most devastating power bombs I've ever seen.
Right through that table.
But no, Rennie D would not die.
He would kick out after that. It was incredible. I gotta give him his kudos, but more I gotta give to Arya as that super kick is the reason.
Nonetheless, Rennie D would seal it in with the 3 count. Rennie D would stare into the mouth of the dragon and come out victorious. Your new champion, the winner of the match, Rennie D. The Shot of the Night was brought to you by Old Abbot Photography. Trust the award-winning storytellers at Old Abbot. Visit oldabbot.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time of a very special treat, I would like to introduce, bring him up to the ring. Please give him a warm prime time wrestling round of applause for wrestling legend, Kenny Sadbuster J.
One of the most famous names in Minnesota wrestling history.
A man who went up against the likes of Muhammad Ali.
Not any man can say that, I can assure you. There you see the legend, Kenny the Sodbuster J. He has gone up against damn near everyone in this business.
He has, a man that I myself look up to as one of the greats in this sport, a reminder of what it is to be a professional wrestler.
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, Kenny.
One of the many reasons you should get your tickets at ptwrestling.com so you could join us at these events and maybe be part of something like this.
I don't know what's happening, but somebody wants to wrestle me. But I'm ready and willing, but I do not know the guy who I got. Cody! So listen, I'm waiting and to see what's happening. Whatever, it's going to be different. I've wrestled everybody in this world practically. Mad Dog, Crusher, Vern Gagne, anybody.
What is this old man blathering about? Has he lost his mind?
He's listing his credentials.
There's a competitor. There's a competitor. The debut of someone I've been trying to get in this promotion for a while.
Yes.
The big picture.
The big picture, Ashton Christopher, is one of the new faces here in Primetime Wrestling, and what a look of a wrestler he possesses.
He has one of those unique abilities and potential to become the face of PTW with a smile and a face like that. There's no way we can't put him on posters, magazines, DVDs, websites, everything.
The big picture making his debut here at PTW.
I think he's got a couple of words for this blathering, rambling old man.
Yeah, he just stole the microphone right from him. He doesn't have a good look on his face right now.
This is my first time here in Primetime Wrestling, and you don't know who I am. My name is the Big Picture Ashton Christopher. But all of you simple people can call me Mr. Picture. So this is the legend, huh? The legendary sidebuster Kenny J. Let's give him a round of applause. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Well, like I said, this is my first time here in Primetime Wrestling. And I'd like to make a name for myself, and I'd like to do it fast. So, Mr. J, you got two options. You can wrestle me here right now, or I can kick the crap out of you. Your choice. I'll tell you one thing. I'm wrestling at any time, but I forgot my trunks. But I'll tell you one thing. I got one guy that's going to take you on, and I'm going to manage him. Doug! Doug, are you out there? Come on!
Doug! What a surprise! If you can't have the Sodbuster wrestle the big picture, maybe the next best thing will be Doug!
A space alien? The bad boy?
That has not been confirmed as of yet.
Do your job and find these things out. You've had enough.
There you see, the fans love Doug. The man blocks the streets wherever he walks.
That might be Doug's #1 fan there. She seems to be all smiles, but I personally am creeped out in his presence.
Indeed, Doug has a level, for some reason, unbeknownst to me, an attraction that the fans have towards Doug. I'm not sure if it's his magnetic personality, his love of the dance, his moves in the ring.
But youngsters love Doug. They just love him.
Indeed, Doug, one of the many top competitors here, one of the most popular competitors here. And now...
Is he eating too? What is this, buffet night here on PTW?
Ha ha ha! These fans soaking up the atmosphere, soaking up a little Doug. Rubbing the bald head of that fan there.
Getting a little good luck, or maybe that fan is lucky enough to maybe get some bad luck from Doug, because frankly, you don't know what you're gonna get with this man. It's
perhaps if you get your head rubbed by Doug, you have good luck.
I doubt it. I think it's bad luck personally, and that's why I avoid him at all costs in the locker room.
He moves around so interestingly, so peculiarly.
Are you talking about Kenny J?
No, Doug. A very strange individual, this Doug, and I think maybe Kenny J has taken him under his wing.
Someone's got to do it. Doug is just meandering.
Doug is quite frankly a sponge. He seems to be able to soak up wrestling moves as he sees them.
15-minute time limit. In this corner, in the blue black trunks, weighing 260 65 pounds, from Polaroid, North Dakota, he is the Big Picture!
Ashton Christopher, the Big Picture, making his debut here, and he's being tickled by Doug.
Are these mind games?
They're tickle fests.
Unknown, he is the one, the only, Doug!
Is he trying to swim? Is he?
I'm not sure, but he was announced as the one and only Doug.
Southbuster Kenny J.
That's got to say something right there.
I guess he isn't the star of his own animated series, but he is going to be, in many people's eyes, the star in this matchup, despite the fact people are going to see the debut of this up-and-comer, the Big Picture.
Doug rolls into the ring. Jimmy the ref is your official assigned to this contest. And how is the Big Picture going to fare against, and I think we could say it at this point, the veteran Doug?
The veteran, Kenny J, looks a little hot-blooded. I think the words of the Big Picture got under his skin. I think it touched a little too close to the heart. A matter of fact, I might have seen a tear in the old man's eye.
Christopher looks a bit confused here.
How were you and I feeling the first time we seen Doug? This is his first opportunity to see Doug.
That's a good point.
And he's got to face this man and pin him for a 3 count or make it, whatever the heck it is, submit.
Let's just call him Doug, as he now is going about a series of somersaults in the ring, perhaps a tactic designed to confuse the Big Picture.
At this point, you know what? You know what I'm going to call him? I am going to dub Doug the mysterious and mischievous Doug, because he is both of those things.
Very well said, Donnie.
That's why they pay me the big bucks, and I get the nice water, and you get whatever they got in the tap in the bathroom.
The Big Picture demonstrating his somersault ability now. As you just called him, the mysterious and mischievous Doug looks on.
I changed that. I want a new nickname for him. It's the Bad Influence Doug.
Oh, give
as
me
he's
a break.
clearly having that on Ashton as he's trying to mimic Doug. That's not what we need here. We need competition. We need our wrestlers, not and referees for Pete's sakes.
Why don't you get in there and do one too, Donnie?
Why don't Mark, follow my advice as I've given you several times. Get out of this booth and go down there. There's probably a seat you can find, or shove one of those kids over and take it and go where you belong, because you're amongst what you are, Mark.
The hand being stuck out by Doug, looking for the handshake. The Big Picture obliges. Look at that. That's surprising.
I am happy to see that sportsmanship is spreading here in Primetime Wrestling, even though John Johnson put his morals and his values into question when doing so with Rennie D.
Wrist lock applied by the Big Picture now. Doug trying to squirm, trying to get out. Reverses it, nicely done, into one of his own.
I saw concern on the Big Picture's face there, even though he had the advantage, as if to say, like, what's going to happen now when I have Doug in this maneuver? Is he going to squirm out or do something, jump into...
Interesting initiation into the collar and elbow tie-up, as a side headlock is what becomes of it.
I thought it was improvisational street theater of some sort.
Wait now, as Doug breaks out of it into a hammerlock. Wrenching back there.
Nicely applied by Doug.
It is, and you must say that Doug knows Doug's good at the hammerlocks. But there you see the Big Picture is as well.
He's even better, though, it's the Big Picture.
The Big Picture has the height advantage over Doug.
Look at that, though. Doug's trying to reach around and grab one of the legs of the Big Picture, trying to get him on his back.
Almost a collegiate wrestling type of reversal attempt there by Doug. He breaks free and somehow took down the Big Picture. That was
unique. It was like some type of judo throw. I've never seen that before.
Ungraceful yet effective on the part of Doug. Maybe that's a common move from his home planet.
That is one of the hallmarks of Doug.
Doug driving the head and the shoulder. Not the shampoo, but the body parts right into the midsection of the Big Picture. The Picture across all these ropes, as is Doug. Christopher stops. He's tickled right in the middle of the ring, and he spills out to the outside. There's for certain mind games being applied by Doug.
There you go. Mark, I am so proud of you. I am giving you both of my thumbs up, just like we saw from Kenny J. You just said a truth on this show. I am frankly amazed, surprised, and as proud as a new papa. You said it was a new day at the top of the show. You're showing me right now it just might be.
Why, thank you very much. Doug conferring with Kenny J. A game of cat and mouse here, it would seem. But the big picture catches him. Fist to the head. It looked like a closed fist to me, Donnie.
Right to the Bat Boy's ear it was.
The Bat Boy. Drives the head of Doug right into that top turnbuckle.
That is the first time we've really seen a smile on his face since he's seen that Doug is his opponent. I think he's getting that confidence he needs.
Christopher with a hard boot right to the side.
He might be
Doug.
He might be realizing he can take this. This is his for the taking, and he can get a W in his debut here in PTW.
He could, but he better be careful. He doesn't want to go over that 5-second limit, hanging Doug up over those ropes. Jimmy the ref will not allow for anything of that nature as Kenny J looks on. We're here at the Bloomington Knights, fans. This is a great night of wrestling action. Christopher goes for the cover. We are witnessing another match by Doug, a man who's taken this crowd by storm in recent months.
When you say match, you belittle the word. It's a contest, a showing. Don't call this a match with Doug. It's so unorthodox.
Unorthodox, but Doug remains to be beaten, might I remind you.
It
here
is
in
effective. It is effective. Also, one thing that's effective is to check out our Twitter at PTWMN to get the latest information on PTW, where you could have found out that Kenny J would have been in attendance here at the Bloomington Knights. And other special guests like Wally the Beer Man and so many others. Another fist.
And a bit of an exchange now between Christopher and Kenny J. Oh, and now, Christopher, and Kenny J immediately fires at him with a slap to the chest. I'm surprised the referee allowed such a thing. And now Doug trying to get in the middle of these two.
Trying to play mediator.
And I'm surprised that Christopher isn't going for Doug, quite frankly. Christopher wants it. Kenny J in the worst way. He's back at him.
Kenny J still has a little spark left and a little spunk.
Indeed, that old man will not take any guff from anybody. Not even the likes of the big picture.
And another one.
And a rake to the back. Christopher has learned his lesson.
Hopefully Kenny can calm down now and get in the corner. We don't want anything to happen here tonight.
Kenny J eager to inject himself into this match. And Doug, what? I think he just drove his chin, or the top of his head right into the big picture's chin. Falls across him. 1, 2, 3. I think what happened there is the cranium of Doug drove itself right into the bottom of the jaw.
Like a jump. Again, we said it, it's unorthodox but effective. Doug is unbeaten here in primetime wrestling.
I'm pretty sure it will go, I know it will go down as a victory, but I'm pretty sure it was almost an unintentional victory there.
In a post-match tickling, an assault by Doug on the big picture. Call it what it is.
The post-match tickling is something that these fans have become accustomed to witnessing following every Doug match. And the big picture is surprised, and that's an understatement.
He looks violated. He looks hurt. And these folks are laughing at him.
Indeed, that is not how Ashton Christopher hoped his debut would turn out here.
Salt in the wound.
Doug has picked up the victory.
I guess a head rub and a hug from Doug is good luck because, again, the victor, the Bat Boy, the Martian, the man from underwater, the thing from wherever, Doug, is the winner.
Parts unknown would be almost too much information as it pertains to Doug. Doug with the victory. What a night of action this has been already.
We'll have more right after this with more primetime wrestling.
are back with more PTW action.
Here at the Bloomington Knights, the domain for live in-your-face action.
There you see, speaking of cornerstones, another cornerstone of wrestling here in the Midwest, a fan favorite through and through, the Black Stallion.
These people, again, for unknown reasons, are drawn to the Black Stallion.
Unknown reasons? How can you say that? The man has showcased a career.
You want me to say it, Mark?
Go ahead, please do.
I've implied it. It's the politicking. It's the backstabbing of the Black Stallion in the locker room.
How can you possibly look at the win-loss record of the Black Stallion, and if you amass a highlight reel of the Black Stallion, you'll have one of the most mesmerizing few hours of your life.
Sometimes, Mark, he's the man with the pencil.
Primetime Wrestling tonight is brought to you by Budweiser, who'd like to remind you, responsibility matters. Freeway Ford Bloomington, your way at Freeway. Visit freewayford.net. At Fat Lorenzo's, pizza, pasta, hoagies, Italian in a big way.
I know a lot of you people were here last month. How many people saw what Cody Rice did last month? You see, I know he's back there right now. Cody Rice, I'm talking to you right now. Why don't you come down here so I can beat you up again in the middle of this ring. Come down here. You weren't here last month? I slapped that chump around. And that was his daddy.
Cody Rice slapped him around too.
So come out here right now, get the beating you deserve, and send these people home happy. Bring them on, let's go.
The people concur. Is Cody Rice gonna...
And Cody Rice concurs. You hear the music playing. He's gonna make his way out here.
It would seem that Cody Rice is not afraid. It looks like he's going to match the confrontation request here by the Stallion.
We might get an impromptu match, even with those chants, those heckles of these fans of dead weight.
But where is Cody Rice?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring.
We heard the music.
Maybe he wasn't prepared for the matchup, Mark. Just give him a moment.
Maybe he's oiling himself down. Will Cody Rice answer the call?
Hopefully he does on this time. Maybe he's doing some calisthenics in his preparation, icing before the match.
Nonetheless, we will find out when we return.
What's shaking, Mr. Rice?
Big show, big appetite.
The regular pre-show Fat Lorenzo's meatball hoagie?
That's right. Have the cook throw an extra meatball on there for me. I have a big match tonight.
Hoagie for you, Mr. Blaze?
Does it look like this body eats hoagies?
Can I get your salad?
Biggest salad you got.
I'm Cody Rice, and you may know me as the Husky Heartthrob from Primetime Wrestling. Before every show, I have a little appetite, so I head to the Bloomington Fat Lorenzo's for a meatball hoagie.
music of Cody Rice has been playing throughout the break. We're still waiting to see the Husky Heartthrob.
We have not seen the emergence of the Husky Heartthrob here in the Bloomington Knights. I think he might be doing what Doug did in the previous match and playing some mind games.
The Black Stallion waiting patiently. He's not budging an inch. He wants Cody Rice right now.
Wait.
There's Rice. There he is. He snuck in from behind.
Making his own opportunities here in primetime wrestling when they won't be given to him by people like our commissioner, one Lenny Lane.
In my estimation, a supreme act of cowardice, absolutely sneaking up on the Black Stallion. Rice coming from behind, absolutely surprising the Stallion. These two men are duking it out. This is not a match. Might I remind you,
no bell is rung, yeah, and those elbows right to the ear of the Black Stallion. Cody Rice he's going to maim the Black Stallion. He's going to take this horse down.
He just might. There is no official out there at this time. This is not a sanctioned match. Hell, this isn't a match at all. This is a downright mugging.
There's no referee in the ring.
Oh,
but you know what this is?
This is a revolting display is what it is.
No, this is an opportunity for the Husky Heartthrob to step out here in primetime wrestling and become what could be our next champion.
I'm not sure I'd go that far quite yet.
I would.
Man, this is a bad situation here.
Look where our former champion, or one of our champions, the Black Stallion, is right now.
Can we get somebody out here to stop this? I have a bad feeling that this might go downhill awfully quickly. We have officials in the back.
It has been a war of escalation between these two.
Oh, there we go. Somebody heard. Has this become a match?
I'm not sure. I've not heard a bell.
No bell has rung. However, Jim Cusick, the referee, is out here.
Maybe Jimmy the ref is just trying to placate the Husky Heartthrob. Even at 198 pounds, he is a threat to anyone who goes up against him.
Oh, and a kick to the knee.
A force of nature, really.
Perhaps Commissioner Lane has sent Jimmy the ref out here. Perhaps this is now a match, a sanctioned match. And Cody Rice continues to go to work on that knee of the Black Stallion.
When the Husky Heartthrob kicks you in the tendons of your knee like that, so precisely, even with his light weight, it's like an earthquake right to the kneecap.
The Richter scale unable to measure those tremors.
He is like a shark when he sees, or I think they smell blood in the water, right, Mark? You're the one who went to that fancy-dancy journalism college.
Indeed, I'm in shock at this point.
Why can't you be happy for Cody Rice?
Well, because Cody Rice attacked the man from behind. It's not making me concentrate on my collegiate credentials at this point, Donnie.
Well, frankly, the Black Stallion, before the break, Mark, called out Husky Heartthrob Cody Rice, and now he's got the answer from the Husky one. You got a match right now, right here.
Sometimes you get what you ask for, I guess, and this is one of those times. Forearm shot by Rice, and another. Elbows right to the mouth there. Oh, and an elbow, back elbow.
That one again looked like it was to the other ear. He is trying to. Those dance moves, beautiful.
The Black Stallion slips in an elbow of his own. That maybe created the separation, but no.
With beauty doesn't always come smarts, and Cody Rice did make a mistake there.
Rice back to the attack on that knee. He has a plan, he has an agenda. It's obvious at this point. He is going to try to win this impromptu match via tearing apart that knee.
This is more than a match. This is almost like a presidential debate between these two men, a swaying of the opinions of these, I don't know why you would care, fans, to show them who is the top dog. 2 and nearly a 3 count.
One thing I would hope that this is a settling of this rivalry, because the intensity with which these men are fighting, someone's bound to get hurt, and that is nothing that these fans want to see.
It's been a night of agreements, and I will agree with you there, Mark. I hope this is the end of this feud, because I don't want to see what would happen to both of these men, especially Cody Rice.
There we see now the reason why Rice has been attacking that knee is because he planned to put him away with the figure 4 maneuver all along, and I think he's got it cinched in.
Cody Rice has such a bright future here in PTW and professional wrestling.
Cody Rice trying to get to the ropes for leverage. Jimmy the ref does not have that in his field of vision. Cody Rice is absolutely ripping and tearing at those ligaments. Now he sees it, and he forces Rice to break the hold, and Rice does so. And now Rice going for the cover. 1, 2. No, that's not enough to put away the Black Stallion.
Not enough leverage. It looks like Cody Rice is attacking some clubs though by Black Stallion. Oh!
That took him right down.
That elbow right to the temple of Black Stallion.
Wait a second. I think Cody Rice is trying to unlace the boot of the Black Stallion.
Exactly what he's doing. I thought it was.
Why in the world would he want to do something like that?
Did you really just ask that? Are you that naive?
Yes, because he could get himself disqualified for such a maneuver.
This is an impromptu match. The bell is never wrong. The only thing that's on the line is the opportunity, the chance to prove to everyone watching this program, everyone here at the Knights, that Cody Rice is better than Black Stallion.
Hard elbow there to the exposed knee of the Stallion. You saw Cody Rice pulling down the knee pad and protecting that knee. Slightly so, and he has got every motive in the world to hurt and maim the Black Stallion.
The Stallion called him out. You get what you get. You call someone out.
He didn't ask to be crippled, Donnie. And that's what he's trying to do right now, is from the looks of it. He is unable to get that boot off the Black Stallion.
Not smart.
And another disgusting display.
Although this might have been the best time if he went to show his dance move to these people. Right now, look at the Black Stallion. His boots halfway hanging off.
An elbow to Rice. Stallion trying valiantly with everything he has to try to get Rice off just for a moment, just so he can breathe. Stallion ducks underneath the clothesline. Both men collide in the middle of the ring. Both men are down.
Amazing. The fact that despite the size advantage being for Black Stallion, clearly Cody Rice was still able to have enough momentum into that to impact Stallion and meet his force. That was incredible.
Black Stallion up to one knee, up to both feet now. That boot is coming right off.
Cody Rice has been defying expectations and defying science here in PTW.
And now the boot is completely off, and the Stallion's still able to mount an offense.
And a kick right to the mush.
Indeed, the spinning heel kick took down Rice.
1, 2. Just a 2 count on Cody Rice. Not enough to crack the vault of Cody Rice, because this man will not give up the gold within. This man is a future champion, is Cody Rice. I can see it in his eyes.
But now the Black Stallion setting him up for the Stampede kick, I believe. He goes for it. No, he didn't hit it.
Foolishly so. Look at him hobble. Cody Rice capitalizes
with
big
a
splash.
massive, enormous splash in the corner.
Wasn't that big? 1, 2, 3.
No, how did a splash of that magnitude not end this match?
He was moving at a quick pace into that corner. I don't know what you mean by massive. It was definitely impactful, though. I guess it's your editorial decision.
Impactful might be the understatement of the year, as Rice rolls to the outside. Black Stallion, 1 foot, 1 sock. And what? Cody Rice. Cody Rice is introducing the ring steps into this matchup. And this, I would assume it. No, Stallion, get out of there, please.
The mood in this main event is
thank God. Jimmy the ref will not allow something of that nature.
But he will allow a table in the championship match. You people...
That was a championship match. There's got to be an allowance for some bending of the rules.
But for Cody Rice, this is his championship match for him. This is the biggest match or impromptu match in his career. He needs to make a statement, and that chain he just seemed to have gotten is going to be that statement if he needs to make it.
That chain might just dot the I right on the Black Stallion. Stallion blocks it.
Oh,
Stallion's got the chain. The Stallion's got the chain.
And look at Cody Rice. He's begging. He's pleading.
Go ahead, Stallion. Get some retribution. What? Cody Rice, he never hit him. Stallion did not hit him.
Stallion has the chain, and look who's on their back riding and paid, Cody Rice.
Yes, but he didn't hit him.
It doesn't take a rocket scientist.
Oh, come on.
Jimmy the ref connects the dots.
Come on, Cody Rice falsified that. He went down on his own accord. And there you see it, pointing at his brain, his sizable cranium. That I am at a loss for words. How in the world?
Laszlo announces our winner. It doesn't matter. The stink face, the salty face of Stallion.
What happened was that Cody Rice brought a chain into the match. The Stallion took it from him, and he was about to throw it away when Cody Rice just went down on his own.
This is a lights-out match, Mark. We didn't have a bell.
There you see Ralph the Popcorn Man explaining to the ref.
Another earthquake shot to the knee of an injured now, I'm sure, Black Stallion by Cody Rice.
Oh, now Cody Rice has the ring steps that he used, that chair that he was trying to use a moment ago.
A trifecta. This water is crimson red as the shark, Cody Rice.
Cody Rice, he is gonna mangle the Black Stallion. No. Ow. The Black Stallion is writhing in pain. Somebody get out here. Stop this. Stop this. No. No.
Right on the knee.
Why are you smiling, Donnie?
And right with the edge, right into the... This man may never walk again. We will not have to deal with the antics
of
the Black Stallion.
This is a serious situation. You can see the Black Stallion's leg is bending at an angle it's not supposed to be. He wrenched down on it. The Black Stallion's never gonna walk again.
One of my favorite places to eat out and partake in when we on our travels for PTW is the Waffle House. And I can't tell you how many times the Black Stallion has stiffed me and others at the Waffle House. A little dine and dash.
He keeps driving the chair into the knee. This is no time to be thinking about food. Somebody should be calling for help here. Cody Rice has snapped. Cody Rice has lost it.
With these actions and the fact that we're seeing Cody Rice make a name for himself, the last thing I should and do have on my mind is food. What I should have is revenge.
How in the hell is Cody Rice going to be able to sleep tonight? He is mangling the Black Stallion's leg.
He's going to sleep very, very well because he has made a name for himself now.
Ladies and gentlemen.
There's no denying Cody Rice, the Husky Heartthrob.
You are gloating about
arrived here in Primetime Wrestling, Mark. Deal with it.
This is a tragic situation. Cody Rice needs to realize that this man has a family. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes things go beyond the bounds of entertainment. And this is the entire weight of Cody Rice.
Whoa,
that may have been
98 pounds of it, but still, precisely and pinpointly, just impacted right on that kneecap.
Cody Rice is a sinister individual.
Those shockwaves will be felt by the Black Stallion for months, if not years. I don't even know if he's going to be able to recover from this assault.
I don't think he's going to be able to walk again, Donnie. There, finally, now that that sinister Cody Rice is out of the ring.
Officials gathering on the Black Stallion.
I think we might do well to maybe call in some reinforcements, maybe some paramedics, something here.
Concern on everyone's face.
This crowd
everyone's sitting. The mood is definitely in a
dull hush. That's what it is, Donnie. It's a dull hush right now.
You know, it is a bit like a funeral. This is the last time we're gonna see this thoroughbred horse here in PTW because the Black Stallion is getting taken out back and he's gonna meet a 12 gauge because his career, as by the actions of Cody Rice, is now over.
Donnie, you and I don't often agree as it pertains to things like this, but I gotta say, I think you're right. I don't think we're gonna see the Black Stallion again here in PTW.
He's had a good run as this horse. He made his debut in the previous millennium in 1999. It's time for a new generation.
Folks, the Black Stallion, he wanted to fight, but he wasn't expecting anything like this. Jimmy the ref attempting to help the Black Stallion out of the ring now. He may need a stretcher.
We've saw the debut of the big picture as possible new face of PTW. We have a new champion in Rennie D, as we saw in the highlights. But now we might have a new top dog in PTW,
Well, and
Cody Rice.
Donnie, that's why this is so disappointing, because the night started off with such promise. We have a new champion, but now to end the night like this with the crippling of one of the top stars in PTW, I'm beyond words.
Throw another one on the rocks, Mark. Loosen up, enjoy yourself. The Black Stallion had a good run. Na-na-na-na. Hey. Goodbye to the Black Stallion. Let's see if he can limp out of here on his phone.
No.
Oh, he just collapses.
The Black Stallion unable to put any weight on that leg.
The Black Stallion will never, ever forget the night that he tried to call out the Husky Heartthrob. It's over with, in my opinion, for the Black Stallion.
And a gracious round of applause for the champion of these people, the longtime favorite, Black Stallion.
I'm Donnie Colfax, and I'm glowing.
I'm Mark Mantell, and I'm not quite as happy as you about this, but nonetheless, we'll see you next time on PTW.